Hi, everybody. It's Cindy and Colin, your Airbnb super hosts. We're here to answer any questions you have and give you some advice from all the years that we've been doing this. Colin, how's it
Yeah.
going?
Hey, great, Cindy. Good to see you. I tried to match the background with my shirt today. I'm not really a Jimmy Buffett fan per se, but I do love the tropics. So hopefully this is okay for today.
It's okay. I
But
like it.
what you wear is not important as an
Nope.
Airbnb superhost. Although you do want to dress respectfully. I usually try to shave and put on a half decent shirt and not wear a hat when I go to greet guests, so they think you're somewhat professional. That's probably a good thing.
Today you look
But
like Magnum PI without the
oh,
mustache.
okay, I'll work on
It's
that
the
the next
shirt. It's
time.
the shirt.
The shirt,
So we're
yes.
talking calamities today.
Oh
Small,
yeah,
like
great topic, Cindy.
everything is manageable. Yeah,
Yeah.
not your shirt.
No, I mean that. Yeah, the calamities are the topic. Yeah, is the topic. Yeah.
So, what would you like to start with, Colin? We've had
Yeah.
a few, not a lot, but a
Yeah.
few.
Well, first of all, I just like to say off the top that every calamity sounds and feels like a calamity when it happens. You start to think, oh no, I'm about to no longer be a super host because there is water coming through the back door into my
Unit.
guest's bedroom or that type of
Hmm.
thing. That's just a random thing I came up with, right, Cindy?
Could happen. Maybe. Maybe it happened. Who
But
knows?
what you quickly realize is if you're professional, courteous, kind, and kind of deploy the golden rule and try to help those people as quickly as possible in the best way that you would. Let's just pretend your relative was staying at that unit, your mother-in-law, who you want to serve really well, really quickly. You would get there quickly and you would handle it quickly. And if you
Depends
approach
on the
this,
mother-in-law. Some people,
yeah,
but
that's
we
right.
love our you. I love my mother-in-law.
Yes, and I love mine as well. And
Yes.
and I want to make sure that she's treated with five-star treatment all the time, which is the way we treat our guests as well. So basically, I try to talk to them almost like they're a best friend or family, and kind of do everything in my power as quickly as possible to make it right.
And how do
So,
you respond, Colin?
well, Cindy, the first thing is we first of all, in most cases, we're saying with honesty. It's usually through the Airbnb messaging app. We're usually saying through with honesty that we didn't know or weren't aware of this issue because we try to fix everything as soon as we hear about anything. So usually it's a surprise to us. And I think if
Mm.
you're genuine and honest, the guest understands that that's something beyond your control that you weren't aware of that has suddenly come up. Then we usually I try to give them some kind of reassurance or quickly that we're on it. So it's just I would say the key is just to reply as quickly as possible, stay in communication, and give them updates repeatedly. And you can ask our guests if I'm a little over the top with that, but basically I'll say I've contacted the plumber. He has not gotten back to me yet, but he usually responds within about a half hour. I will be in touch as soon as I know. And if I don't hear back from him, we're moving on to another company ASAP, and we'll get this fixed as quickly as possible.
Right. For the most part,
Um,
people just want to be acknowledged. They want to be heard. They want to know that you
yeah,
know and that you're on it. And then most people are pretty reasonable as far as
yes,
being
definitely.
patient. Thank
Yeah,
God.
and the other thing, I mean, the first thing you realize when, especially in our business, ours are all vacation beach rentals, so they're on vacation. So we want them to feel like they're on vacation, even if there's water flowing into the condo or if the toilet doesn't flush. Something that feels and sounds awful. Sound might be the wrong word right now. Um, but yeah, so I want to give them options right away to take care of them while I'm trying to figure out while we are trying to figure out the issue. Sometimes Cindy's a little busier than me, so sometimes I'm handling it first.
Or I'm the one that's calling everybody we
Yeah,
know
Cindy's making
saying,
the phone
just get over
calls
there.
to get it solved. I'm communicating with the guest. So we'll often I'll do a really quick transfer of $20 if it's a really small thing, or $50 if it's kind of something that's going to take a couple of hours, and say, please head off to the beach bar, grab yourself a drink or a lunch or breakfast, whatever time of day it is. And you can do that within Airbnb, as you've probably seen. You can, when you click on the details of your active guest, you can click send or receive money, and then you put send. And for us, it's almost always not one of the default options they give in Airbnb. It's usually other trip related issues. And then you type a very short explanation that is just, dear or hi, Bob, please go and grab yourself a nice breakfast on us while we get this solved. So I think that's a nice way to give them a little, it's like a restaurant giving you a gift certificate if something goes slightly wrong.
I think that's a really good way to handle it. And of course, ASAP is always the best app in
Yeah,
getting things
definitely.
done.
And
Um,
then the other thing is to show a lot of gratitude, because most of our guests, when something like this happens, they will follow up with a picture or a video really quickly too. So we are genuinely appreciative when someone sends us a photo that helps us understand the problem, and share it with the handyman or the plumber or the electrician.
yeah, the
So
last thing we want
yeah,
is for somebody to leave and then tell us, you know what, we didn't have X the whole time we were there.
yeah, that's
Please
frustrating. Yeah.
just
And
tell us and we'll try to take care of it as soon as we possibly can.
yeah, actually, Cindy, that's a good point. In recent months, I've actually been kind of proactively saying, "Hey, please let us know." I don't know how I phrased it. I try to phrase it in a way that I'm not expecting something to go wrong, but please let us know if anything pops up that you think could be improved upon. Because exactly like Cindy said, it's too late once they leave and give you a review and say, "Hey, this, and this went wrong," when we're standing by, intending to help them as quickly as possible. So it's always nice to ask for their feedback even while they're there. So
Obviously, we
yeah,
try to be as proactive as possible in between guests. We try to go in and make sure everything is working perfectly,
yeah.
but every now and then, something happens while somebody's in there, and you just have to know how to react. And again, just make them feel, acknowledged, that you're sorry that they're going through this, and like Colin said, offer them some money if it's going to take a few hours, of inconvenience for them, and, for the most part, that works. Thankfully, this doesn't happen very often, but when it does, you just have to know how to react.
Yeah, and remain calm and realize that
Even if your heart's in your stomach, remain
yeah,
calm.
these are minor issues that can almost always be solved, especially with a courteous response. And our we find that Airbnb guests are really they're kind of do-it-yourselfers as well a little bit. So sometimes they'll try to fix stuff as well, which is fine. If they want to work on something, that's up to them. But we just do everything we can to get it fixed quickly, and kind of go just one step beyond, as if you were at a five-star hotel or restaurant, where you give a little extra benefit that they might not expect.
And that concludes our calamity episode for the day.
That's right. And hopefully your calamities are limited.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let us know if you've had any. We'd love to
yeah,
hear.
definitely. Yeah,
And
please
we
drop in
want
the
to know how you
comments.
handled it too.
Yeah, and if you have any ideas on that or other Airbnb issues or questions, please drop them in the comments, and we'll definitely reply as quickly as we can.
Happy hosting and happy traveling. Bye, everybody.
All right, take care, everyone. Thanks for stopping by and tuning in. Bye.